Have you ever realized that your credit score dropped but had no idea why? In this video, I'm going to help you diagnose what happened by sharing 8 reasons why your credit score may have dropped. Hey, I'm Lorianne. I'm the co-founder of Dow Janes and a money coach. We release videos on financial literacy every single week, so subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of them. Now, before I dive into all of the things that might be lowering your credit score, let's just take a second to review what your credit score is based on and how it's calculated. There are 5 factors that go into calculating your credit score. Number 1, your payment history. This is about whether or not you make regular payments on time. And this accounts for 35% of your FICO credit score, making it the biggest and most important factor in determining your credit score. Number 2 is your credit usage, also called credit utilization. This refers to how much of your available credit you are actually using. This makes up 30% of your FICO score, making it the second most important factor in calculating your score. The third is the age of your credit accounts. This includes the age of your oldest credit account and your newest credit account, and the average age of all of your accounts. Generally, the longer your credit history, the more proven you are as a borrower, and the higher your credit score. This makes up 15% of your credit score, and there's not that much you can do to influence this one other than continue to have and maintain credit. Number 4 is your credit mix. People with high credit scores often carry a diverse portfolio of credit accounts, meaning they have different types of credit, like car loans or credit cards or a mortgage. Credit scoring models consider the types of accounts and how many of each that you have as an indication of how well you manage a wide range of credit products. Your credit mix makes up 10% of your FICO score. The last factor, number 5, is new credit inquiries. This is the number of credit accounts that you've recently applied for or opened. This affects 10% of your FICO credit score. All right, now that you understand how credit scores are calculated, let's discuss the 8 reasons why your credit score may have recently dropped. Number 1, paying late or missing payments. I'm starting with the biggest, most obvious factor here. If you're late with payments or you miss a payment altogether, you're essentially telling creditors that you can't make payments on time, and that's gonna be reflected in your credit score. It's gonna take a hit. To maintain a good credit score, always make at least the minimum payment. And ideally, pay in full each month if you can. If you miss a payment by 30 days or more, call the creditor immediately. Arrange to pay up if you can, and ask if the creditor will consider no longer reporting that missed payment to the credit bureaus. Number 2, using too much credit. Remember factor number 2 in determining your credit score? Credit usage. Using too much of your available credit balance is going to signal that you're overextended and could have trouble paying your debts in the future. Your credit utilization is calculated both on a per card basis and across all of your cards. So if you have card A that has a limit of $6,000 and card B that has a limit of $4,000, your total available credit is $10,000. You want your credit utilization to stay below 30%. So don't use more than $3,000 total and no more than $1,800 on card A or $1,200 on card B. And if you need to put a big lump sum on your credit card that's going to put you over that 30% target utilization ratio, an easy hack to minimize any hit to your credit score is to make payments throughout the month. That way, your available balance stays high even if your spending stays the same. Number 3, closing an old credit card account. Closing an old credit card account negatively affects 2 of the 5 factors that make up your credit score: your credit utilization and your credit history. So not only does closing a credit card reduce the amount of available credit card you have, meaning that if you don't also reduce how much you spend, your utilization ratio is automatically going to go up because your available credit has just gone down when you close that account. But it also shortens your credit history. It takes that account and takes it off your credit history. And so lenders are a little bit like your World War II obsessed uncle. They love a nice long history. Sometimes if you don't use a credit card for a while, the company may close the account without even telling you. So you want to make sure that you use your old credit cards once in a while and pay them off, whenever you put something on that card, and only close an old account if it's one that you never use and it requires you to pay an annual fee. Otherwise, you're better off actually just leaving old accounts open, checking in on them every few months, putting a purchase on it every few months so that it stays open, and you can even just leave the card in your house, don't even keep it in your wallet, but leave it open because it is giving you strong credit history. Number 4, requesting too many new lines of credit. If you're requesting a new loan of any kind, then you may notice a drop as you apply for new loans or lines of credit. New credit includes the number of recently opened accounts, and the percentage of new accounts compared with the total number of accounts. It also includes the number of recent credit inquiries and how long it's been since new accounts were opened or credit inquiries were made. So for example, for a while I had a mark lowering my credit score that said too many credit inquiries made within a 12-month period. So this can happen if you are doing too frequent of inquiries, and every hard inquiry affects your credit score whether it gets approved or not. Now this is usually a temporary dip in your credit score of about 10 points. Number 5, not having a variety of credit types. Lenders like to see a variety of accounts. The different types of credit that might be part of your credit mix include credit cards, student loans, automobile loans, and mortgages. Having a variety of credit types improves your score because it signals that you are an experienced borrower. Keep in mind that the credit mix may have an even larger impact on your credit score if your credit history is short. Having bad remarks on your credit report. Foreclosures and bankruptcy are two things that can cause a real ding to your credit score. Unfortunately, this could have a negative effect for years to come. So if you have recently filed for bankruptcy or foreclosed on your home, probably not going to be a surprise to you that that may be the reason why your credit score has dropped. Number 7, an error on your credit report. It's important to check your credit report for errors. Some mistakes are simple mistakes, like a misspelled name or address, or actually accounts who belong to someone else with the same name end up on your credit report. But other areas are costlier, such as accounts that are incorrectly reported late or delinquent, or debts that are listed twice, closed accounts that are reported as still open, or accounts with an incorrect balance or credit limit. Now, by federal law, you can dispute inaccurate information on your credit report. There is no fee for doing this or filing a dispute, and you may submit your dispute to the business who provided the information to the credit reporting company, so for example, your credit card company, or to the credit reporting company who included the information on your credit report. The Federal Trade Commission's website has information about how to dispute errors on credit reports, and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's website provides additional guidance about disputing information on credit cards. Number 8, a reduced credit limit. If you haven't already figured it out, your credit utilization can really trip you up. Remember, this makes up 30% of your FICO credit score. So if you haven't used a credit card in a while, or your credit has changed, then the company may actually lower your credit limit, which, you guessed it, means that the percentage of available credit you're using goes up, even if your spending hasn't changed. So if you've noticed your credit limit has dropped, contact your creditor and see if you can get it raised again. Finally, if you need some help improving your credit score, download our free credit boosting checklist. This list will walk you through 7 steps to improve your credit score, provide you with some motivation to stay focused on your current financial goals, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself and your financial life, because that's really the point of all of this. I will leave a link to the checklist in the description below. I hope that this video has helped you figure out why your credit score may have gone down. If you find it to be helpful, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content to guide you on your journey to financial wellness.